Okay, so I'm just going to give a little rundown of basically what kind of happens. I've kind of put all the pieces together now. So when I was living in my permanent accommodation previously, I had a black man and an Indian man knock at my door and present a form, a warning form from the police. Um, they said they were the police. Now, they was in plain clothes. No police would turn up at someone's door and give them a warning form. They were in plain clothes. Only CID would turn up at someone's accommodation, and that's if they were doing some type of investigation. They said to me, if they come back again, they won't be so nice. So I went back to the police station the following day and I showed them the form. They said they had nothing on their system. When I later spoke to the police officer that come to my address, they said them same two had been sacked. From that accommodation, I moved to Feltham. One day in the morning, I was throwing out rubbish. I think it was around 8 o'clock in the morning. These two same men were sitting in a car right outside the same property. A black girl had left the property. I don't know where she was going, but they jumped out the car and they approached that black girl. They then said to her that they're from Wandsworth Council. I thought they're the same two that had previously come to my address. So basically they're targeting females. So I was throwing out the rubbish and I was listening, and I heard them say, oh, we need your details because we're from Wandsworth Council and we're doing some, we're just checking on people, so what's your date of birth and what's your name? And the Indian man looked at me and I looked at him. I didn't say nothing to them, but I went back in the property. And I know for a fact that they must have had a discussion when they got in that car and said, I wonder if she recognised us. Yes, I do recognise, and I did recognise them. It was a tall black guy and an Indian man that was kind of a bit shorter than himself. So yeah, these were the two. Because basically not long after that, in the address in Feltham, there was two other Indian men that, as I said previously on my channel, I overheard them speaking to the guy that come and showed them the room that, if they were going to accept at the time, speaking to them in the kitchen saying, oh, it's cryptic, don't worry, your messages won't be seen. So basically that's in regards to sending messages back and forth where it will be hidden. So I picked up that there was some corruption going on there. Then I had another black guy that had moved in the room above me in the same property, and this was prior to the Russian guy living there. He kept putting something in the oven, and again I heard him saying, well, I look after my own, but it's all a group of men. And I believe these group of men are the same ones that are involved in this prostitution ring, whatever that they do, involving women, targeting single women. He moved out, then that Russian man moved in, and that was the same one who, kept knocking my door, and that was the same one that said that he goes to the red light district in Amsterdam, etc., etc. He's the same one that swipes all the letters from the property. Again, when I rang the police, they said that I'd have to get the people whose posts had gone missing, and I explained, well, I lived there and one of my letters were left behind, but how do I not know that there was other letters there? Because there must have been about 16 letters that were taken. And basically they just said that there was nothing they could do. But yeah, it's all just all suspect, to be honest. And now I've moved here with everything that's been going on around me. I'm just picking up on what's going on. With the neighbour walking past me and blowing cocaine in my face. And then I had, look, people can knock your door. I understand that, but I'm not stupid. I'm not born yesterday. I'm a new tenant here, so obviously this property's been empty for a while. the last tenant that lived there, I think she was a woman, and they were shouting through the letterbox. I mean, I explained this already on my channel the other day, that a woman shouted through my letterbox, hater, open the door, hater. So like, I got up and I opened the door, and she said, oh, sorry, I've got the wrong address, I'm looking for John. I was like, okay, whatever. She said, do you know him? I said, I don't know anyone by that name. I don't know if these people were trying to, you see, what they do behind the scenes is they use these type of energies to try to make you live in fear. And I'm here to say that I'm not living in no fear when it comes to any of you people. Do you understand? And the little games that you're doing behind the scenes, I'm seeing through it. I'm not someone easily scared, bullied, intimidated, and I will let that be known. But what I will let you know is that each time I see or pick up any underhanded situations going on towards me, around me, concerning me, I'm going to flag it and I'm going to explain it on this channel. So, and that's what I've got to say. So whatever underhanded things you're doing, or whoever is paying you to do this or try to come against me, I'm not living in fear. I'm not easily intimidated. I'm not in... You can't use no scare tactic on me. You need to come better than that. Do you understand? Even with the guys previously that were threatening my life. Oh, my friend's going to push a gun in your face. Oh, well, you're not dead yet. Then using a Somalian to lunge at me with a knife. Then using another guy to say he's trying to save my life. All that is scare tactics, and it's not scaring me one bit. Do you understand? You don't bother me one bit, and I'm just letting you know that, okay? But I will, each and every time, expose you, and I will just keep putting up the situation on my channel, and it's as simple as that. Do you understand? I've now got in contact with another solicitor, and I've passed this information on. So, you know, I'm just going to keep doing what I need to do when it comes to your energies. Simple as that.